legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, 20, 20. Not today, 6-6, pull it high.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack on first down, Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check nickel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's easy work in the
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? They're running it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, empty.
They run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st down, Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Sunday, Sunday. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Target, 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 target.
Wentz going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Check. Hey, South.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Falcons 0.
Ready, get ready. Check. 54. I got him. Shoot. Switch. 39.
On 3rd down, Ryan trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike. Down. Ready. At 25. Watch the curl.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Now those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the gun, it's Wentz. There's the first NFL catch for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass action. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Check 53. They can't hang with us.
Hey, 59, ready.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Bristol, travel.
Check.
11. Get up.
On 1st down, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Check.
Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Hey, wahoo.
No. Off.
Check. 51, sub.
Out.
Wait.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Check 26, check 26. Win 5-3.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. But now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A final shot before half for Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Slant, slant. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Wentz now to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got time
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result. If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now, Wentz again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Freeman again. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready, we're ready. Back 25. Right. 49, check 49. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready to go.
Play action, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Check safety, check safety. Outside, solid. Jumper. You draw Corker.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
120! 56. Yeah.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Skirts by him at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch the safety creep. Check 37. Check 37. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shift! Watch the shift! Switch! Black, come on. Lucky.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. Back. 56.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there. Two Jet. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check three. Watch twist.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one goes for 24 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB.
21.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Kill. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Hey, white. Boy. Kill. 51, some.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Wentz. It got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's over that 4-minute.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey.
Now it's Ryan. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right. Hey, check 24. Right. Check. 36, 36.
Back. Chase base. Hey, Alpha.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 9 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Mike. Blue 80. Mike. On the ball.
On second and 9. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
7.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Okay, double up.
51, Sam.
54. Mike, 54.
Check.
Slam.
58.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
25. Check 25.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check Mike 54. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Check.
Cut. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go. Hey, zoom.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On third down, Ryan looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Check 43. Hatchet.
Check. Hey, free players.
Check 24.
Fourth down, here's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively so they can't. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
And it's third down.
Tyson.
You. Chance.
Hey, Lou.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Ready, Blue
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. 51. Check 52.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
58. Mike by 4. Watch the back. Slick check. Check. Go. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Check 15.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Come on, baby. 11. See what you got. Check 31. Check it out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football.